This is that horrible spot. I've always got a light right here over my head no matter what house we're in. Can I keep it like that? Use my big head to block it? I don't know. So I haven't made a video in forever. I thought I would make a video this morning because I'm doing something really cool. My husband got me a teapot for Christmas, a blooming teapot, and you put in this little cylinder in here, you put one of these little flowers, and I'm just going through what they are right now. So this one is Happy Together, and it is lily and jasmine, and they're these little rolled up blooms. Butterfly Dancing. So this is going to be lily, jasmine, and marigold. And they don't look like much. This one is a marigold. This is jasmine. So you can make these different teas. Two dragons play pearl. And they stand up in these different ways, the flowers in the teapot, once they rehydrate. They look really cool. So I thought that I'd make a video on this and explain why I haven't made videos in months and months and months and months. So in my last couple of videos, you see that we were moving, coming to North Carolina to live. Was an interesting event. Sorry if you can hear my kids talking in the background. It's the last day of winter break and they're playing the Xbox they got for Christmas. So between moving and homeschooling and everything else, I kind of just gave up on making videos. It wasn't in my best interest. I had a lot of stuff to do, and homeschooling takes a lot of time. Maybe I'll do some videos on how I homeschool. But yeah, I just didn't have time to go out and plan things to do, basically. So I'm going to make this one. Two dragons play pearl, which there's supposed to be one flower at the top with these two, I guess, petal structures going down. So we just put it in the middle in this little glass piece that does come out, and it's got little things at the bottom. So when the water in my pot is hot, I'm going to pour it in, and it's going to strain through those holes and make some really pretty tea. Another thing I wanted to talk about is kind of disassociating with bipolar. So I have bipolar disorder. I've talked about it a lot on the channel. I've taken videos of me having rough mornings where I'm shaking and having different toxicity or effects from the medications that I take. But what I never talk about is the kind of long-term things that come with being bipolar. So I am the type of person where I will watch a video on, or a TV show, anything. I will be inspired by something, and say I see a woman sewing and making all of her own clothes for her family, and that's something she's super into, and bravo to her. Whatever it is in my mind that sparks, like, I've got to do this. This was, my whole life revolves around this. So that's what will happen, basically. So I get really into something, and then I will switch off for whatever reason. So I disassociate, I lose interest. It's not something that, and my core values are taking care of my children, obviously taking care of my husband. The homeschool thing is a constant. I can't just get bored of homeschool and decide my children don't need an education. And we decided to homeschool instead of doing virtual school because I wanted to choose the curriculum, and I feel like I have a lot more power that way, and not power, but control. And my children are better off for it, absolutely. If you've ever met them, you know that they're two pretty smart guys. So that's what happened. I made videos and I loved editing them, and I was getting super into, the different edits you could do and watching videos on how to edit them and everything else. And then all of a sudden, something else took up that space in my brain, because I've only got so much space for so many things, right? So that's what happened, unfortunately. So I'd love to make new videos. My kids say all the time, can we make videos? Can we make videos? And Junior wants to say, like, hi guys, and stuff like that, but it wasn't feasible. So now that we are in North Carolina and we're settled and we're, you know, establishing a home here, at least for the next 18 months until we move on to our farm in Texas. But this is where we are right now, so I might find some interesting things to do videos about. We're in an apartment, so we don't necessarily have, you know, I used to go outside with the kids and do different things. We made dandelion honey in one of our videos. We go mushroom picking all the time. Can't really do, I mean, we could do that here if we went somewhere else, I guess. But I don't know, between COVID and everything else, it's just, I didn't have stuff to film, and I was more worried about taking care of my baby. So that's my explanation. But let me show you, back this up, how this tea box, and they're all individually sealed. I know that's kind of wasteful, but you could always reuse these little bags for your own dry herbs. So we're gonna take this little blossom. Look how cute that is. I mean, it's not really cute. It looks like a little what it is, dried flower. All right, so we're just gonna, and you don't have to stand it up. I just want to make sure it's like extra pretty for you guys. So we're gonna pour in the water, and you're supposed to pour in about 4 inches, or when it just starts coming out of the spout. So we are going to close this and we wait. It's already starting to bloom. It's really beautiful, these teas. I'll move this back here so you guys can see it. Actually, let me see if I can get close up to it. Can I turn it? No, not at this point. It just opens up really beautifully. And I will take a picture of what the final product looks like. And I was actually making my husband tea too. Okay, so I don't really know what else I wanted to talk about besides I'm a quitter and I quit making videos for the 13 people that watch them. But stop hitting each other. And then this came with my pot because my husband bought these separately. So he got the pot and then he got the teas separately. But what comes with this are 4 different blooms. And some of them, if you see the picture on this one, the blooms all going up. Some of them are constructed like that and they're dried in that pressed pattern so that when they do expand, they look exactly like that, and it's so dope. But this came with them, so that's why this package looks a little bit different. And you can see the colors of the flowers and everything in there. They're absolutely beautiful. So if you're a tea lover and tea calms you down, I make tea in the morning for myself and take my meds with it and everything. Do you need more water? I think you need more water to stand up. Just lift this up there. That is, it looks like a beautiful bouquet in my tea. And now this is going to steep for a few minutes, and we're gonna have jasmine and marigold tea. So the next time I find something cool to film, I will film it. Have an awesome day, and if you are too overwhelmed by something in your life that's taking up space that you don't really need to do, stop doing it.